Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think, did you set it up to automatically do it? Did you set it up to automatically start? Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, it's on.
okay. Well, then
Okay.
do you see the PowerPoint? Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yes, I have it on.
Oh, nice. We did it.
Yes! Well done, everybody.
Yeah.
Well done, everybody.
That sucked. Do that again.
I agree. All right, let's get mic'd up and not kick my mouse all over the place. All right, let me get set up right quick. Breakout room issues. So what are we doing? Send them on to okay, so you guys can hear me, but I can't hear them. So they can hear me, they can see me.
Can't hear them.
So in this case,
Them. Everybody hears him, but not them.
Okay.
okay, Jason, you can hear me on my phone? Great.
Last milestone.
We still have the issue with the breakout room. Yeah,
No.
the breakout room can hear Andre, but nobody's been able to hear people in the breakout room.
But they'll hear them on their YouTube. I mean, on their Zoom, because they're using Zoom, right? They won't hear it on YouTube. That's a big issue. Or will you actually know? Let's think about that. We should test that. Might fix it, might fix both things. Using still.
Awesome.
Is this the breakout room?
Can't let Michael in
So this is not. What is this?
Big smiles, Michael and Kayla. You guys look great. Unfortunately, we can't hear you. The world can see.
Breakout rooms of the nonprofit.
Let's see. Okay, let's try this.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what I want to do is I want to grab some other audio. And let's see, what are my sources here? Let's see if I can find that. It's not that. But I think it should be an NDI, and I think that audio should be coming across NDI, which means it should either be It should be. It should be this one.
Michael, Kayla, you can hear us. Can we hear you? No, we cannot.
Why can't we hear them?
You guys, I'm going to be so excited to hear your guys' voices. It's going to be amazing.
So can you hear them on the laptop? On the laptop speakers?
And then you just want to put this mic by the laptop.
New line,
Yep.
NDI audio. Microphone, NDI audio. I'm not sure if that'll help us or not. Let's try that. Can you say something again? Nope. Nothing.
Can you guys chat for me? Nothing.
Trying another.
You guys got
so-
great faces, but we can't hear your voices.
Again? How come we don't hear them over here at all?
Oh, is it because this is plugged in?
Hey,
The headphone jack?
can I grab you for a second?
Try again. Say something, please. Test.
Hi.
Michael, Kayla, can you guys say something?
There they are.
Did you
Yes.
put the breakout, Jerry? Or did I just
Yeah, we can hear you.
That.
We can hear you. Can you keep talking?
be able to join it now?
Oh, sorry.
Now we're gonna go to try and get the next spot down the road there.
We can hear you on the computer. We are trying to get you onto the YouTube. Can you keep chatting?
Okay, you're real quiet now. I'm not sure if that means anything.
I hear them.
That's because I got the mic up to the laptop speaker. It's kind of sketch.
That'll be fine. Just do that.
It'll work, I guess.
Well, let's go.
It'll be. Vern's working on it.
Shoot for the moon, though.
Vern wants all. He wants 100.
Not
I like
happy
this guy.
if he doesn't have 100.
Okay, so we're gonna try this one again.
All right, it's time to get just up.
Okay, what do I now? Talk, please. Hello. Say hello.
Michael, Kayla, can you chat with us? Hear them on there.
Yeah, I still don't see their audio, so we're gonna close that one. We're gonna
Oh, that's because I had that up there. False positive. Sorry, guys.
try this one. I know another way to do this, but we're not. Ooh.
Oh, that was an ooh. Can you guys keep chatting? Can you guys keep talking? Keep talking. Louder. Yell at us.
Let's just feedback.
Awesome. Yes, please just keep talking amongst yourselves. Vern's
Can you
working
hear it
on
on
it.
the YouTube? Are you
I
listening
was
to
just
the
trying to get on there.
Oh my gosh, well, actually that's going over at the thing. Do we want that?
Jason, did you say you needed me? Jason, did you say you needed me?
Here, let me take my
So
laptop.
you did what I suggested is just holding up your microphone with the laptop.
It looks like it's. I see
Okay.
something. I can't tell what it is.
That seems like it's possible. Vern's working on another solution. Okay.
I can't tell if that's it or not.
We'll just cancel and reschedule.
Wait, cancel what?
I don't know. See, we want
Tonight? We got some of this. We're doing this.
We're almost there, right?
We're almost there. Well, I mean, you could do it with your mic, like you.
Okay, so worst case scenario, I walk up with my mic. All right, but we have 6 minutes to try and.
Can you talk some more, please?
Kayla, can you keep chatting?
What's that?
All right, Andre, we don't need you on this camera anymore. I need to talk to guests.
Can
Cool,
we get
I'm
her?
out.
We need her to talk. We need to-
Time to
Yeah, because Kayla is on.
Kayla, can
YouTube
you
right
please
now,
keep
and I
talking?
see if she could put it here.
Just sing an acapella. Recite poetry.
start in
Keep going.
time.
It looks like I see her.
It's all about where you're from.
Oh my God! I think that you can hear that.
Please keep going. Keep going, Kayla.
Can you hear that?
Welcome, everybody. I see Jeff, I see Michael, and I see Kay McMaster. I just
Can you hear that? What?
hey there. So,
All I can hear is him. So all I can hear is Andre. I can't hear anybody else.
Whatever that.
And I can hear when Jason talks.
Michael, you can use the chat or you can come on video either way. Just let me know what.
Okay, here's this mic. That's the mouse. Worst case scenario, I have to click that.
It's like I can see you.
coming through YouTube.
I see it.
You're doing awesome, Kayla.
I can hear some feedback.
I'm back.
You're back, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kill time.
Wait, I'm gonna do this.
I got that same feedback. So.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
That was for me.
Yeah, I hear like a weird like ringing sound.
You can?
Yeah, totally has to keep talking.
Okay.
Maybe it's
So
just
it's
because
like a 5-second lag, couple seconds. Oh, I'm just moving like.
You did.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn this
But
off.
I
It's
can also
weird, and I
hear
have like a
everybody
second
else, so
screen, and it
the
just.
main room stuff playing.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna turn it off.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm like a little stuck to see myself. And I'm like, oh, is that what I look like?
Why is he over my chair?
I see the audio.
Alright, so
I see it right here. It is low.
Like, did you have something you need to work on?
Which means what?
No, I'm just doing it off to the side here.
But we don't care because it's the mic.
It looks like they're.
And we're pulling the audio from that
Are people
mic.
showing up to the
So.
meeting? Has the thing any idea?
I have no idea. I guess
I will ask in the Slack.
yeah, good call. That is what that is. Oh, I can see people in the breakout rooms. Yeah.
I can't see.
Oh, come on, I want that. Go back. There we go.
Okay, and I've got like 3 others. Click on the breakout room.
I can see their audio. I like that.
Yeah, I am signed in with Jason's
You're here. And this
Oh, you are. Oh.
is the one. Let's see, recording. What are we doing? Which one is it? It's that one.
I guess. Yeah,
this
I
one.
just signed in to download some video.
Oh, it's at a-
and it just kept me as Jason. So, yeah, I see breakout rooms.
What nonprofit are you with?
Yeah. Oh, so we're in the green room. Looks like some people have yet to show up. They got 3 minutes.
What's that?
I can hear
Yeah,
them.
we might be getting a little bit of
Is that what? That's good, right?
Let me move that away. Can you still hear them?
You can hear them both on YouTube? Oh, I know another thing too. I can turn off my headphones and that could have been causing the problem.
Okay, so I'm sending you to the
Okay, now. Oh, now.
Oh, she can't hear me anymore.
Did it go away? Wait, if I do this, does it come back?
I can hear you guys. We're still working on being able to hear you. I can hear you. Not on YouTube.
Did you hear that?
But I'm getting just a lot of feedback.
they hear the same buzz.
That's from the audio cable, so let's do this. Save. I think we almost got it. I just needed to install a virtual cable, but I've never used it before. Here we go. So I'm going to drop this. Sorry.
We're live, we're live, we're live. Live. Monday, Monday, Monday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's a barely. It's a barely.
Well, barely's better than that.
It's an existing, but a barely. It's an existing, but a barely. Nope, no better. Okay. Hola. That's why I have to use my microphone voice, so that I do not lose my voice. Yes, I've lost my voice.
Oh, wait. So what if I go output?
Hoppa! Did I just hear someone say hoppa in the background? Or is that me? It's major echo. Oh, is that Jason? Woo!
Echo.
Can you hear me better, guys? Any better? Oh, it's worse? Is that a down? Is that a downturn? Was that a finger down?
It's worse by a lot.
Echo.
It was worse. It was worse.
Yeah, no.
Last minute switch, last minute switch. Can we pull them into the main room?
Slightly better.
Slightly better, slightly better. You guys are off the hook, but we still would love for you to hear me better. Does that make it any better right there? No, it's no better. It's no better. Sounds better. I might be on the other side of a tunnel. Ah, okay. Lost in translation. Welcome to the land of the lost in the Twilight Zone. That's better. That's slightly better. Oh, so I need to drop my vocal tones, my intonation to the land of the lost in the Twilight Zone. So I basically need to become the announcer from SpongeBob in order for the people in the breakout rooms to hear me. So we're going to drop that down to the SpongeBob announcer, Krabby Patties.
Welcome.
The better went away when I was still in the announcer voice.
Hey, Jarrett, are you back in here?
Oh, is that the YouTube stream coming back? Fantastic. Well, welcome everybody. We will be getting started here soon, just finishing up some technical difficulties with some sound. Please hang in there with us. We appreciate your time.
I sent you to Michelle because she asked for help. Did you in breakout room 7?
Oh, okay. Here, let me go out to breakout room 7.
Michael and Kayla, sound check. Michael and Kayla, sound check.
Hi, Janine. Can you hear me? You can either
Yes.
chat or you can come on the video. Hey.
How are you?
Good. We're having very significant technical difficulties, but we're working through them right now. So,
As we would expect of you. So I
Yeah.
think my room is waiting for me.
yeah, Lisa's there, so I'm going to send you there right now.
Okay.
Cue them. So the other solution that we were talking about was pulling people out of the breakout rooms and bringing them on the main stage, which would all
Because I can hear the main stage.
hear the main stage.
Well, I cannot hear them.
All right, so we've got main stage in the sound. This seems to be the hiccup. So they can either barely hear us in the breakout room or we pull whoever I'm talking to onto the main stage, always. I can hear you.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
So instead of you drop, so if we can hear us, instead of you dropping it in and like talking to it, or I should say, instead of you talking to the breakout rooms, why don't we just have someone come into the breakout rooms, give them an instruction, and leave and like leave the question in the chat. They can be queued to like answer the question and just go on the screen.
That's fine if it was just questions, but we're doing interviews. So it's a give and take. First thing, right off the bat.
So, Vern, we're getting
Push it up to see how far you can get it.
I mean, because I think that's what it is. You're just double hearing the room's not.
That makes sense.
Well, we need
Kind of.
YouTube, and we use this mic for the bathroom.
We're gonna have to just move them into the main room. They're supposed to work.
The other thing is, if we had a,
All right, then we need to communicate that with Jason. Jason, we're not getting enough out of the. All right, thank you, Michael. We're gonna put a post-it note, a pin in that one. Jason, is it at all possible to bring people on the main stage with me when we need to interview them? Because that's going to be really the only way we're going to get good sound.
Just get rid of the laptops.
I can't hear his response.
I mean, I can hear that after a little talk.
Oh, okay. All right, there we go. So we have to not use the breakouts.
Okay, what if I turn off these other buses? Does that help?
Mic check, mic check. Is the reverb still there? Echoey? Yes, no?
Echo.
Reverb's gone. Nailed it, Vern.
Can the main room still hear?
Jason, can you hear me in the main room without the reverb? Thumbs up, yes? Good.
So everybody's here.
Everyone can hear me with good sound, no reverb, no echo. I don't know what Jason's saying though. I need a line in so that we can
You still
with him.
got an echo. Echo.
Echo, there's still echo.
Why don't we hear Jason?
Yeah, we're not getting sound from Jason in the main room.
No, I can hear you, but
He can hear me, but I can't hear him. He can hear me with an echo.
I have an echo. Everything has an echo.
Select the microphone.
But apparently Kate is hearing me because Kate is commenting on the YouTube stream. So I guess I can talk through YouTube to Kate. Hi, Kate. I hope that your
Because the
voice
laptop
is
mic is
coming
still on. So if I mute that,
to your fabulous
echo gone? Echo gone. Thumbs up if the echo is gone, thumbs down if the echo is not gone.
Shout out to Landisa and Helen. Thanks for hanging out there, Helen. If you have any other guests joining, I'll send them in there. And let's see, Janine and Liesel are hanging out in a little private room with the
I'm not sure.
Marine Science Center. So
What's the issue here? The issue is we're trying to put me into your guys' breakout. I'm glad Jarrett's stalling for us. So we lost our sound. I think that's the problem, is we just need to be pulling everyone into the main room, because that's where our sound is good.
Where's Jason?
I'm hearing Jason.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Can't hear any of this.
Nope.
yeah, I agree. It seems like it's getting
All
worse.
Jason in the main room.
I see people are bidding on the online auction. So you're welcome while you're waiting to click
This
that
mic.
link for the auction.
Yeah, where's this mic?
Got the silent auction items and put in some fake bids.
Jeez, this is so. Oh, it's mute. It's because.
Yeah, I just did because I was trying to get rid of that.
Reverb.
Okay.
So can we just get the main room fixed and forget this?
I agree.
Get the main room fixed and forget the breakouts.
Yeah.
You can hear them good though, but you can't hear that on
That's
YouTube
too
at
bad.
all.
We need to just
Yeah.
get it over with.
We leave people in their breakout rooms, we pull them on stage if I want to communicate with anyone. I agree.
Everything back to the main stage, and that is it.
So we need to communicate with Jason that's the only way we're going to be able to talk to anyone tonight. Yeah.
So the main stage is what?
Main stage is that. Yes. Yeah. Boom. That's main stage. It's here. It's here. It's this camera. This will be main stage.
Okay, let's do
Good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me? We'll be getting started here soon. Don't walk past. Okay, cool. Good evening. Good evening. We'll be getting started here soon. Good evening. Good evening. We'll be getting started here soon. Good evening, we'll be getting started here soon. Good evening, we'll be getting started here soon. Good evening, we'll be getting started here soon.
All right.
Jason, can you chat with us? Can you chat with us, Jason? Can you hear me, Jason? Can you chat with us, Jason? Jason, can you hear me, Jason?
Yeah, I can hear you. I got a little bit of an echo. Can you hear me, Andre?
That's my YouTube coming in late. Boom, bam. We're doing well. We are doing well. It is a Wednesday evening. Y'all are joining us on our YouTube live stream. If you can hear my voice, then you have figured out how to access the YouTube live stream. We're working on some technical difficulties with our sound in Zoom, and we will be with you in a moment. Thank you for your patience.
You can chat with.
Sound over there, but none over here.
So all I hear is Jason.
All you can hear is Jason. So now I am absent, both vocally and visually, from the main room. If we can get back to there, then just pull everyone into the main room. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, y'all are gonna get some of my basement beatboxing up in here. You can't hear me on YouTube anyway, right?
Oh.
You guys are troopers, thank
That
you.
sounds cool with the echo.
Hey, Camille just joined. That's awesome. I had one event at the Columbia Tower. Ooh, that was a rough event. So I couldn't leave the DJ stage. Usually I can walk around the room, but because we were so high up or something, I couldn't move from like a square. And it was like this morning dance party, and I was like, all right, everyone, yeah. And then I'd walk out, and it was nothing. And yeah, what's up, guys? And then 20 minutes before the end of the event, Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you say something? You can hear me live, not through the YouTube. You can hear me right now, real time. Fantastic. How many? If I say 3, how many fingers?
Wait.
Boom, 3. That's real time. That's
Wait,
live.
I don't see you.
I can't tell if he's talking.
I guess.
He is talking. He's talking. Can you talk as well, Jason?
Yeah. Hello.
All right, he's talking. He can hear me, so my voice is back in the main room.
I've got a slightly echoey voice.
Keep chatting with us, Jason. Keep chatting with us.
I don't see the stage.
Awesome. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Really
Hear what Kristen can hear on the YouTube live stream. I'm on YouTube. I am on YouTube. Fantastic.
That's fine.
Okay, Vern. I am on YouTube. Can you hear Jason?
It's yeah.
She can hear everyone. YouTube can hear everyone on the main stage. So our solution is to pull people out of their breakout rooms to interview on the main stage. That is our solution. It's the only way we're going to be able to hear anyone else tonight. Okay. All right. And then visually, we're live on the main stage.
Okay, well then we don't need those 2 laptops then, right?
So we have sound, we can hear Jason, we can hear me. We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
I can't hear Jason. Oh, wait, but if we bring people on the main stage for me to talk to, how am I going to hear what they're saying? If I can't hear Jason.
You can't, yeah.
Pull that up here because this is a different stage. These are on the same thing, right?
Yeah, but if we're doing that, then I don't need to jump in this breakout room. We send this one back to the main room. We have sound coming out of that.
I think.
Except it's gonna.
Sounds like we
leave
might
room.
need to call this.
We'll see the echo. See if it's going. All right, so it's coming back. We turn off that screen.
This is why there's so many forums about this, because this is like, I there's a big group of people.
Oh, you're muted.
And he can hear me. And this one should stay muted.
There we go. Hey.
Boom. So now I can hear them. So that's how I'm going to interact with. That's going to hear people on the main stage.
How's it going?
Right all along.
It's not. It's you know.
That's a good thing you're hearing.
Right now, we're having a hard time. One of the things we're trying to do is figure out how to.
Agreed.
I might be talking on YouTube right now. I don't know.
Are you
And
done?
You can hear, she had all three running through her earbuds and she could hear the backtrack.
All right, guys, are we ready?
Yeah, I know they're broadcasting out pretty much everything that they're working on, but they're trying to fix an audio issue. The problem we're working on is how to get the
All right.
breakout
Let's go.
rooms to be live on YouTube. So we just have, I don't know if it's,
Let's do it.
I don't know if it's working. We might need to reschedule this and work out some more technical issues. So,
Okay.
um,
All right, Jason, we are ready to go.
Where we're at right now. How you doing? How was your drive?
Jason, can you hear me?
We actually
They can't hear me.
flew down.
Oh,
So tomorrow we're driving to, from Arizona to New Mexico.
Jason, can you hear me? Mic check, mic check. Jason, thumbs up. Can you hear
It's gonna
me?
be
Turn on
pretty.
unmute the mic.
A lot of heat and dryness.
all right, I'm gonna send you to another breakout.
Jason, can you hear me?
With some other friends since your friend left, okay?
Yeah, that would be great.
Jason, can you hear me?
Right, good luck. Go
All
get
right,
him.
thank you.
Jason.
Jason, can you hear me? Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah, weak, but yeah.
So it's weak. I'm on the laptop. I don't have mic. I don't have mic. All right, so if I mute the laptop, Jason, can you hear me? Jason, you can hear me real time. 4 fingers, 4 fingers. Boom, not YouTube delay, that's real time. Still that reverb?
I don't know.
No, no reverb. We're live. Jason can hear me on the main stage.
Quiet.
It's quiet, it's quiet.
Yeah.
Can we bump up my mic on my caller mic? Caller mic.
Janine, are you able to join that breakout room?
Uh,
You should have a notice saying to join the breakout.
Mic check, mic check. Live on the main stage, live on the main stage.
Of your Zoom window.
keep meeting whenever it's the only.
Yeah, no, not that. There should be a breakout room.
Breakout room, I'm there. Got it.
Live on the main stage, live on the main stage. Do we have good volume? Good volume?
Good enough, yeah.
Good enough? Can it be louder?
Yeah, but then you're starting to get into that echo territory.
All right, too loud, we got echo. All right, let's run.
Is that too much?
Is that too much? Too much echo?
Yeah, it's too much.
Too much echo, too much echo.
It's going on YouTube with too much echo.
YouTube, too much echo.
Okay, I dialed it back.
Dialed back, dialed back. We're back on volume. Hopefully that reduces our echo. And if so, we are good to go on volume on the main stage live.
Also, if we turn down the audio on the TV.
Dialed back, dialed back. We're back on volume. Hopefully that reduces our echo. And if so, we are good to go on volume on the main stage live.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet. Let's see, am I able to be heard on the YouTube?
It's kind of quiet, kind of quiet. Still any better, any better, any better. Are we any better? It's better? That's better.
Still echo.
Still echo.
Yeah, we'll have to solve. Well, I don't think we're going to solve that this time.
Oh, good, I am on the YouTube still. I can hear myself with about a 10-second delay.
You should hear yourself okay, though.
Thank you, everybody who's watching on YouTube. You're watching a live technical rehearsal of a mock fundraiser, and we're just working on some technical issues. So thank you for hanging out with us. If you're able to hang out with us longer, we'd love it if you could stay with us and see if we can get this worked out. But this is a big challenge. We're trying to figure out how to do something very new, haven't really been done before. So stick with us. Oh my gosh, we got cool things happening in the.
Thought I would take you to air, but
I'll be stepping into the twilight zone.
Looks like
You need to just get on there.
okay.
it's like they just have the slideshow playing for video. Oh, there's the thing on YouTube. That's really fun.
Okay, we ready?
Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay. Yep, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm going to take you there, okay?
All right, done. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and thank you so much for your patience. We really appreciate it. We've been working out some sound technical difficulties, but we are officially live on YouTube with sound, so we appreciate your patience, and we are so excited that you're here tonight. So good evening, and welcome to Imagine the Change. My name is Andre Stone. I'm your host, and I'm with a group of volunteers from The Village, a growing community we'll talk more about later in the program. But tonight is about you. We're co-creating your guide to virtual fundraising, so thank you for joining us. All across the country and around the world, nonprofits are struggling with two huge challenges. First, meeting the needs of the hungry, the homeless, and the disabled. And second, they're trying to figure out how to raise money to fund those important missions. And that second challenge is what tonight is all about. Now, over the course of the evening, we will not only be hosting a mock fundraiser that you will all be able to participate in if you are currently in a Zoom room, but we will also be taking quick looks behind the scenes to show you how we put this together, as well as what we're doing. So everything that we've been doing up until now, we're going to let you see, so that all of you can use this as a resource for your own virtual events, galas, and fundraisers. With that, let's dive into our first guide. Up until this point, you've received a number of pre-event communications from us, including the Imagine the Change is Live email that came out about an hour ago. Now that brought you here. Our team of volunteers have been working nonstop to keep you updated. The fact that you can see me right now means you found our YouTube live stream link, which is our means of reaching out to everyone from our main stage in Zoom. If you haven't already, clicking the Zoom and Octria links in that email will take you to your table and the bidding page, respectively. Again, the Zoom will take you to your table and the Octria will take you to the bidding page. Together, your private table in Zoom, the bidding page, and our YouTube live stream form our three-screen approach. To watch all three at once, we recommend opening the three links on three separate devices, such as opening the link on your computer, the bidding page on your smartphone, and the YouTube live stream on a smart TV or separate monitor. Since YouTube and Zoom will be playing at the same time, be sure to adjust the YouTube audio, maybe turn that down, and you can do so from the speaker icon in the video player. This is a quick breakdown of what we've done and what we will be doing to make this virtual event a reality. And if you would like to get into the details, we would love to chat with you. So please reach out about how you can use this for your event. Now, we are going to be doing a first-hand look at what it looks like to engage with a breakout room. We are going to be highlighting nonprofits throughout the evening, and now we are going to show you how to engage with one of those breakout rooms, or AKA our virtual tables. So I am going to turn it over to our technical whiz behind the scenes, call him the Wizard of Oz, Jason Sears, who's going to give us a behind the scenes look.
All right, thanks, Andre. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Imagine the Change, your guide to virtual fundraising. So I'm behind the scenes here, and I'm working on moving our guests into private breakout rooms. So this is a really important part of the fundraiser.
Go to his.
Where we have our
pin his video.
that we gather around.
Yep, right top, blue buttons in his screen. Pin video, yep.
So in Zoom, we're using breakout rooms. So I'm showing you a screen here on my other window. And what you're looking at here is the different breakout rooms. And so anybody with a Zoom account is able to do this.
But you're not seeing that.
Create a Zoom event. And then as people are joining, you can move them into these different breakout rooms. So we've got some people joining us here, and I can move any of them into the breakout rooms. And what the trick is, and what we're going to be showing you later on tonight, is how we can get the people in the breakout rooms who are actually pretty isolated right now and having to watch the YouTube stream on a delay. We're going to get them live into the program, and that's the challenge. So we're really excited to bring you along on this journey, and we'll show you a little bit more about how the setup is working later in the program. So thanks again for joining us, and I'll hand it back over to you, Andre.
Awesome, thank you, Jason. We appreciate it, and we'll check in again later tonight to show some more behind-the-scenes action. But for now, we would like to do a shout-out to all the nonprofits who have joined us along this journey and are here tonight, and the table captains who have been working so hard to invite guests and make this experience possible. Now, for our first nonprofit highlight, we have Laura Abernathy from Two at a Time. Two at a Time is dedicated to addressing the link between domestic violence and animal cruelty. Their mission is to offer services and safe places to pets of those fleeing domestic violence in King County until reunification is possible. Thanks for sharing that intro, Laura. Can you share a little bit more about Two at a Time, any guests you may have, as well as your mission? Let's see if we can get Laura onto the main stage here with us. Yes. All right, looks like we're getting Laura transferred over here to our main stage. We're going to get her up with us. Just 1 second. Do we have her on? All right, it looks like we are still waiting for Laura to join us here on the main stage and coming out of her breakout room. So we will get her in just a minute. In the meantime, we have a fun fact for you tonight. Did you know that there are over 30,000 nonprofits, 270,000 jobs, and $13 billion in wages in the state of Washington alone? Now, those are some big numbers representing the impactful work being done. Now, with that first fact of the night, it looks like we have Laura joining us on the main stage. Laura, it's great to see you. We just read your amazing intro about Two at a Time, but we would love to hear in your own words about the work you're doing, any guests that you have here tonight at your table, as well as your mission there.
Thank you. I'd like to start by telling you a very quick story. It was something that happened in North Carolina in 2007. A young woman who very much loved animals had adopted several dogs, and after she had accumulated about 8 dogs, she and her friend moved in together.
Non-video participants, and then hide your self-view.
She could see
So,
that it was
click that one,
right
hide
towards
self-view,
the dogs,
and then this
she
one,
knew she
hide
had to
video
get out.
participants.
But she didn't have any
Boom.
place to go
Yep.
with her dog.
Nice.
So she very slowly and methodically started giving one of her dogs to her cousin or an aunt or, friends so that she could be reunited with them once she was out. After the 4th dog had been removed from the house, her boyfriend discovered what she was doing and he killed her. I share this story to make a point that it is not just about the pets, that the link between domestic violence and animal cruelty is systemic. At this time, only about 10% of shelters in this country can also accommodate pets. So as a result, about 64% of women stay in very violent situations because they're fearful of what's going to happen to their dogs, or I should say their pets. Children who witness domestic violence and animal cruelty often become abusers themselves. In a recent study, 32% of households that have domestic violence and animals, in 32% of those homes, the kids were already becoming animal abusers. So we all love our pets and none of us want to imagine them being abused or tortured, but our mission is so much bigger because it is truly systemic. Two at a Time is building a bridge to safety for domestic violence survivors and their pets by removing one of the critical obstacles to their escape. And that is, we will take their pets, you survive, and then you will all be back together. Thank you.
Could you pan back to me? Wow, Laura, that was a moving story. That's a scary situation to be in, and it's so unfortunate. So thank you so much for the work that you're doing at Two at a Time to create an impact in that space. We are so very grateful for that. So thank you also for joining us here tonight. We really appreciate your presence as well as Two at a Time. Thank you, Laura. All right, well that brings us now to one of our pre-event features that we talked about in those emails was a silent auction leading up to tonight. So let's take a look at how they're doing. This is still open, so get in there on your phone. This is being done through our online web platform that you should be able to access with that splash page that's taking to our bidding area. And it looks like I'm going to pull that up here and see what we got going in that space. All right. So it looks like they're pulling up the numbers for me here on some of the items that we have. We're going to get that up here in just a moment. So it looks like the ACT Theater is one of the silent auction items for tonight. And how are we doing on that guy? It looks like Matthew Carter is our main leading bidder there. I'm getting this info real time from our behind the scenes team. And let's see, he's leading that charge with a bid of $1,110. Really liking the ones there, Matthew, but we appreciate your mock bid on that mock item for the ACT Theater. Awesome. Thank you, Matthew Carter. We appreciate you being here tonight and participating in our silent auction. We're excited to check in a little bit later tonight and see how that's going. Awesome. Again, that was 10 tickets to the 2020-2021 ACT Theater Series. Thank you very much. Again, like I said, we'll be having another silent auction check-in later this evening. Awesome. And with that, that brings us to our next nonprofit highlight. Now, for our second nonprofit highlight, we have Helen Cernett from Landesa. Landesa champions and works to secure land rights for millions of the world's poorest, most rural men and women to provide opportunity and promote social justice. Thanks for sharing that intro. We're going to see if we can get Helen onto the main stage with us so we can chat with her about her mission there at Landesa and the work that she is doing to help secure those land rights for those men and women. All right, it looks like we're working behind the scenes to get her on stage here with me so we can chat with her in real time. Like I mentioned before, we have our virtual tables where all of our guests are currently seated, and so this would simulate the concept of them being seated at their tables and walking up on stage with me in order to chat about the work that we're doing. And it looks like Helen has made her way to the main stage. Thank you, Helen, for joining us. We are so excited that you're here. We just gave a quick intro about Landesa and the work that you're doing, but we would love to hear from you about the work you're doing, any guests you may have, as well as your mission. Awesome.
Mute your YouTube, Helen.
Awesome. Helen, can you hear us? Are you with us?
I can hear you now.
Fantastic. We are so excited that you're here, Helen. We appreciate your patience. It looks like sound has been one of the little hiccups we've been dealing with this evening, but we just gave a quick intro about Landesa, and we would love to hear more from you about the work you're doing, any guests you may have, as well as about your mission.
Okay, well, I think the previous guest talked at a very micro level of a specific story. I'm going to take us macro and talk globally about the fact that over a third of the world's women make their livelihood or survive on land that they do not have secure rights to. So this means that they could be displaced by their families, by their communities, or by their governments without any recourse. It also means that sometimes countries have put into place progressive laws more recently, but that traditions within communities have kept women from having access to those laws. This also applies to some men in rural areas, but at Landesa, we really do focus on the importance of women and standing for women's land rights. So that is the work that we do. We work with governments, not all of whom are the best governments in the world, but they are the practical governments that we have in place, and our goal is to alleviate poverty by empowering people through their rights to land in rural areas.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Helen, for that background, that macro look at the work that you're doing, especially with those men and women in those rural areas. So we really appreciate it. And thank you again for being here with us tonight. We really enjoy your presence as well as the work that you're doing with your nonprofit. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Now that brings us to our next part of our program where we get to thank some of our sponsors that have made this happen from behind the scenes. Our first of which is a shout out and thank you to Ducks in a Row, who is owned by Kristen Kundert. Kristen, thanks for joining us and for all that you've done to put this on. It sounds like we have a slideshow of sorts that we can put on for Kristen. Is that right? We're chatting behind the scenes to see what we can put on for her. All right, there we go. There is her company, Ducks in a Row events, as well as some contact information where you can get in touch with her. Here we have a picture of her as an auction manager there. Awesome. And we've got the rest of the slideshow here for you guys to see more about the work that she's doing. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it. That was a slideshow for one of our sponsors. Again, Ducks in a Row. We really appreciate all the work that they've been doing behind the scenes for us to make this happen tonight. So thank you very much for your contributions and for your time. Now, this brings us to our trivia question of the evening. Now, this is for all of you YouTube participants out there as well. Even though you may not be able to participate in any of the live bidding tonight, you will be able to participate in some of our YouTube experiences. Now, here is a trivia question for you, and we would love to see you get engaged on our YouTube chat. So, in the US, are there 250,000, 500,000, or over 1 million nonprofits serving the public interest today? Once again, that is A, 250,000. B, 500,000, or C, over 1 million nonprofits serving the public interest today. Now, please put your guesses into the YouTube chat on the side there, and we will be back with the answer in just a few minutes. Awesome, but that brings us to our next nonprofit of the evening. We have Jamie, I believe, from the Pacific Northwest Naval Air Museum, where their mission is to collect, preserve, and exhibit artifacts that promote understanding of the history of the PBY aircraft and all other aircraft flown from NAS Whidbey Island, as well as the unique Navy-civilian community relationships on Whidbey Island. It's a fantastic intro. We're super excited to have our guests here tonight with us. Let's see if we can bring them onto the main stage, have them leave their virtual tables here and come join us so we can learn a little bit more about their mission. It looks like we are getting that all taken care of technically behind the scenes, and they will be joining us here in a second. Hello, is that Janine?
Hi.
Hi, Janine. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Fantastic. Janine, would you mind telling us where you're from again? The Port Townsend Marine Science Center, yes?
Hi, yes, with the Port Townsend Marine Science Center.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. I'm just going to read through your intro very quickly here. So it looks like we have a Janine from the Port Townsend Marine Science Center. Their mission is inspiring conservation of the Salish Sea through our citizen science projects, lifelong education programs, and exhibits. They build a community of ocean stewards that roll up their sleeves to work on species protection and restoration, including their partnership with the Puget Sound Restoration Fund, restoring Pinto abalone, and is that correct? Awesome, fantastic. And they serve as the NOAA's Marine Mammal Stranding Network's boots in the sand for 200 miles of the Olympic Peninsula shoreline, all while inspiring over 25,000 visitors and education participants each year. That is a big number, Janine. We would love to hear more about the work you guys are doing, as well as any guests you may have here tonight.
Hi, thank you so much. It is a delight, and I'm learning a ton. Trying to create this online experience and building community. This is really helpful. We are about 40 years old, and the organization is based at Port Townsend's Fort Worden State Park that is exquisitely beautiful. We have a museum and an aquarium, and we'd just love, once we are back open, to have everybody come and visit. We are open by reservation Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and we have an online lecture series, so check us out, ptmsc.org. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Janine. We appreciate it. Well, it was ptmsc.org. Port Townsend Marine Science Center.
PortTownsendMarineScienceCenter.org.
Awesome.
All right.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We had to dress up for such a fancy occasion, even though we're virtual. So thank you, Janine, for being here. Thank you for the work that you're doing and all the impact that you're making for our oceans and our seas.
Back at you.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. All right. So we are pulling up the next part of our program here. We are back to our trivia question for the night. Let's see if we can get some guesses from our YouTube live stream. All right, it looks like we have a guess of A, 250,000. Actually, there are over 1.3 million charitable nonprofits. That is a big number for you, and that is the impact and the number of organizations making that impact for all of these amazing work that we've been hearing from our nonprofits here tonight. Again, those are the Port Townsend Marine Science Center, Two at a Time, and Landesa. So thank you for all of you being here. You guys are part of that number, and we appreciate the work that you're doing. All right, we are back to our behind the scenes guide. We are going to be doing a quick video tour for you all. So what I'm going to do is get a little creative here with my phone, and I'm going to pull up my own stream. All right, bear with me. Here we go. So I'm going to give you all a behind the scenes look at what's happening here in our studio. I am logging into the Zoom link just as all of you did. And again, this is a behind the scenes look that we are hoping to do for everyone in attendance to show you how we're running this program and everything that we're doing to make this possible. Again, upcoming next, we have a live part of our auction, so stick around. We're going to be bringing people up on the main stage once again to interact in a live experience. So I am pulling up my video here. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stage. Let's see if we can get myself onto the YouTube live stream.
Oh, there you are.
All right, as you can see, this is a green screen behind me. Anyone who's worked in video production understands that that's how we are getting our live look and our manipulatable screens behind me. Now I'm gonna flip my camera and show you all what I see. All right, this is our setup here. We got the lights, we got the camera, we got the action. We have multiple screens here looking, so this is what I see. This is what I see. We have multiple screens that I am working off of here tonight. We got our camera here, and we have our Wizard of Oz behind the scenes, the one and only Vern Lawton. You guys can find him online with his YouTube channel. He's got multiple videos of live at Vern's place. I would encourage you all to check it out. This is how we are making this happen. He's got all of his devices over there. I couldn't even begin to tell you what's happening. All I know is that he makes this work. Thank you, Vern. We really appreciate it. All right, I'm going to turn off my camera and bring us back to the live main stage. Fantastic. Now that was all being controlled by Vern, making that happen. I just pulled up my phone. Smartphones, so smart. All right, everybody, we are now into the live portion of our auction. I've been engaging with everyone here through the YouTube live stream, and Jason, who you met earlier, has been working behind the scenes to either put me on this main stage or to bring people onto the main stage with me. Now, that is what we were going to do for our live auction portion of tonight. We were going to pull our attendees and active bidders back onto the main stage with me and show all of us so we can start engaging face to face, or rather screen to screen. It's the world we live in now, I must say. Now, y'all got to meet Vern, y'all have met Kristen, y'all have met Jason. They are people working behind the scenes. We do have a number of other volunteers who are working to engage with our different table captains and other people working to make this happen. Now, we are finally at the live auction phase of tonight, where we will be bidding on 2 mock donated items. Our first item is the opportunity to embrace your inner maverick, let's go Top Gun, and be a fighter pilot for a day. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you'd be Iceman, if you'd be Maverick. It's your choice. You're in the cockpit. All right, everyone, this is valued at $800. So if you would like to participate in this auction here tonight, we would encourage you to leave your breakout room and join me on the main stage. This is possible by clicking the Leave button at the bottom of your Zoom window and clicking Leave Breakout Room. Now, please do not click Leave Meeting. We would love for you to stay with us here for the rest of the night. So, leave Breakout Room, join me here on the main stage, and we will kick this bidding off. All right, everyone. Again, this is our first opportunity. This is an opportunity to embrace your inner maverick and be a fighter pilot for a day. All right, we are getting our bidders up here on the main stage. Again, if you would like to bid with us, please join us here on the main stage by leaving your breakout room. All right, everyone, we're still waiting for any other bidders. It looks like we have Jason so far. Jason's gonna purchase in the bidding. We love it, we love it. It looks like, who else do we have here? MLCAR. MLCAR, would you mind unmuting yourself and sharing us your name? Awesome, there should be a, fantastic, you got it.
I did like the breakout room.
You left the breakout room. You are here in the main room.
Yeah. Oh.
Awesome, fantastic. You're here with us. It looks like we also have Natalie and Andrew McMasters. It looks like everyone wants in on this action for this item. All right, we're waiting for anyone else who may want to bid this evening. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Awesome, fantastic. So I'm going to share a little bit more about our item description here tonight. So do you feel the need for speed? That is Maverick from Top Gun. For anyone who has seen the movie, this is your chance to engage in an exhilarating WW2 style dogfight. That's World War II. Like Maverick and Goose, Air Combat USA is here to make that dream a reality. Take control and fly an authentic fighter aircraft. Don't worry, no experience is necessary. Take to the skies in an SIAI Marchetti SF-260 sitting side by side with one of their extremely qualified instructors, soaring over scenic Long Beach, California. Air Combat USA works with the FAA and other governing agencies to abide by any and all safety parameters. Don't worry, this is all legal. Get ready to take to the skies and satisfy your need for speed. Awesome. So this is valued at $800. Everyone here in the main breakout room is going to be bidding on tonight's event, and we are excited to kick this off. Let's start the bidding at $400. Do I hear $400? Laura with $400 raising her hand. I see you, Laura. All right. Do I hear $500? Do I hear $500? Natalie coming in with $500. Do I hear $6? Do I hear $6? $6. Andrew coming in with $600. We are at $600 for this once in a chance lifetime to be in Top Gun. Do I hear $700? $700. We got ML on there. All right. Do I hear 8? Do I hear 8? This is valued at $800. Laura's coming in with 8. All right, guys. Let's see if we can pump this up a little bit. We're going to 1,000. Do I hear 1,000 for this once in a chance lifetime opportunity to sit in the cockpit of this super fast aircraft? Do I hear $1,000? 1,000. Andrew with 1,000. 1,000. All right. Do I hear 12? Do I hear 12? $1,200. Your chance to be Maverick. Your chance to be Goose. Your chance to be Iceman. I see Michelle. Michelle with 1,200. Do I hear 14? 14. They're giving you a run for your money, Andrew. You coming back in there. Laura's snagging it up. 14. Do I hear 16? Come on, Andrew. I know this is yours. I know you want to fly it. It's all right there waiting for you. Take to the skies. Andrew with 16. Do I hear $2,000? Do I hear $2,000? Come on. I know y'all feel the need for speed. $2,000. Do I hear $2,000? Otherwise, that's $1,600. $1,600 going once. $1,600 going twice. That's $1,600 sold to Andrew McMasters. Congratulations, Andrew, on your mock win of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to fly one of these fast aircrafts. We'll be in touch with you afterwards for your fake item. Thank you all for participating. All right, we will be sending all of you back into your breakout rooms. You can also enter there with the breakout rooms button at the bottom of your screen and join back into your table. Andrew, we are so excited for your win. Congratulations. All right, everyone, we are on to our second live item of the night. All right, our second is a down under safari and trip in Australia, valued at $3,000. So if you are thinking about bidding once again, please move to the main room by leaving your breakout room with the button at the bottom right. Again, please do not leave the meeting. We would love for you to keep hanging out and join us for the rest of the evening. So please go ahead and click Please Leave Breakout Room. All right, it looks like we have some of our guests coming into our main room. Who do we have here? Laura's coming back at it. She wants in on this Australia trip. Natalie's still here. Didn't win the World War II fighter jet, so we are going to Australia. I can dig it. We have Jason here as well, and Jarrett is joining in on this bidding war. All right, as we wait for anyone else who might like to participate, we have our next item here. All right, y'all. Travel heaven just might be down under with its varied landscapes, unique wildlife, and white sand beaches. Australia is one of the most fascinating continents to explore. From tropical islands to kangaroos, the stunning Great Barrier Reef to Sydney's rich culture, mouth-watering barbecues to the celebrated wines. This is an adventure you won't want to miss. And it looks like y'all picked up on that. Laura, Natalie, Jarrett, Jason, y'all are in the running for this. It is valued at $3,000, but we are going to start the bidding today at $1,500. Do I hear $1,500? Laura in quickly, didn't get the World War II, so she is in for this trip to Australia. Do we hear 2,000? Natalie in with 2,000. Don't worry, we're making big jumps. 2,500. Do I hear 2,500? Jason's in with 2,500, just pushing Jarrett out. Do I hear value at 3,000? Jarrett's in with that 3,000. You weren't going to get away from this one. You know it. All right, do I hear 3,500? 3,500, Natalie's back in. She really wants to go to Australia. I tell you about those roos. All right, we are at 3,500. Helen joining in last minute, wants to get to Australia. Do I hear 3,500? Helen's in for 3,500, coming in late, but coming in hot. Do I hear 4,000? 4,000. Natalie, Jarrett, Jason, come on. Natalie's going in with that 4,000. Do I hear 4,500? 4,500 for a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Australia. Good day, mate. Good day. Let's get down there and visit those roos. Do I hear 4,500? 4,500 to Helen. Do I hear 5? Do I hear 5? Jarrett's in for 5. Do I hear 55? We're moving quick now. Natalie's in with 55. Do I hear 6? Do I hear 6? We're at 5,500 to Natalie. Going once. Going twice. Natalie, you're going to Australia. You're going to be hanging down there with the roos down in the land down under. We are so excited. Congratulations on your win. Go celebrate with your table. We are so pumped. We'll be in touch with you after the event to send you on your fake trip to Australia. Awesome. You can get back to your breakout rooms with the button at the bottom of your Zoom screen, and you can join back up with your tables. Go ahead and hurrah, hurrah for your trip back to the land down under. Fantastic. Well, thank you all for participating in our live auction tonight. That is an example of 2 items that we had on deck for you. And it looks like we had Natalie winning a trip to Australia with a bid of 4,500. Thank you so much for that last one, Natalie. We are so excited that you are here. All right. Now, we would like to spend a moment and share a few ways that you can help. We love to encourage you to pick an action that you can take today to help nonprofits keep serving our local communities. Now you can donate, which is what we're doing here today. Everyone in attendance is working towards that mission, whether it be our silent auction, our live auction that we just had, or our paddle raise, which is coming up here. You could also volunteer. We were able to chat with Laura at 2 at a Time before our event tonight, and they are in need of pet parent fosters. You heard her story as well as her mission earlier. And for these people that are in these situations, these pets need parent fosters until they can be reunited later in a safe and better space. So reach out to local nonprofits and see what you can do to help them. They have volunteers in different capacities, and they really need your help. You can also advocate and share on social media. It is a very powerful platform that people are able to engage with, and you can really make a difference through letting everyone know what these nonprofits are doing. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you engaging with these nonprofits and the work that they're doing to make our communities a better place for all. Now, we are on to our final silent auction check-in of the night. Let's take a look at how they're doing. As a reminder, the bidding will close at the end of tonight's event, so please sign on to that auction webpage with our silent auction items so that you can get in on the festivities. It looks like Russell Wilson memorabilia and meet and greet, Michael Scullin and Jarrett Thorstead are in a bidding war. Okay, let's see where the current bid is at. It is at $2,450 to hang out with Russell Wilson. I tell you what, that sounds like a pretty good deal. Hanging out with the best QB in the Pacific Northwest, if I don't say so myself. And it looks like Michael Scullin is coming in with that lead at $2,450. We'll see if he holds on to it by the end of the night. All right, looks like the bidding is also heating up for 2 nights in Vancouver, BC, with our leader being Camille at $2,000. All right, 2 nights in Vancouver. I see you, Camille. Let's go have some fun up north. All right, everyone. As a reminder, again, those will close at the end of the night. So please get on there on your smartphone, on another screen. Remember, you have that 3rd screen to participate in the silent auction. All right, we are on to our another nonprofit highlight. Let's see who we have up next. It looks like we have the Pacific Northwest Naval Air Museum with their mission to collect and preserve artifacts that promote understanding of the history of the PBY aircraft and all other aircraft flown from NAS Whidbey Island, as well as the unique Navy-civilian community relationships on Whidbey Island. It looks like we have a few guests from the PNNAM here tonight, so let's see if we can bring them up on the main stage with me and hear a little bit more about their mission and the work that they're doing. It looks like we don't have them anymore this evening, but that nonprofit is doing fantastic work, and we really appreciate them supporting us in this live experience that we're putting together, and we wish them the best on all their work they're doing. Go ahead and check them out online to learn more about their mission. Awesome. Now, we would like to take a moment and do a shout out and thank you to our second sponsor of the evening, which is The Village. Jason is actually the founder of The Village and is going to be joining us again. And thank you, Jason, for all the work that you've been doing and all the work that your volunteers have been doing to put this on tonight. Would you mind sharing a little bit more about what The Village is and the work that y'all do?
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Andre. You're doing such a fabulous job as MC and auctioneer. We're so lucky to have great folks just like you in The Village. And The Village is really what's making this event possible tonight. We're having a lot of fun doing this. We've encountered some challenges, but you know, that's kind of how life goes. You know, there's challenges happening all around us. It can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes you're not really sure like where to plug in or how to help out. And you know, The Village is a really interesting new community that's being built online. And rather than see our digital technologies as being problems, what we're trying to do is see how they can be used for good. And so The Village is meeting virtually, we're meeting online, but we're really doing it human to human, and we're really making connections that matter and mean something to people and really help out. So The Village is kind of like a support group, but it's also like a civic group because we're getting involved with some of the nonprofits that we've mentioned tonight, and we're getting involved in each other's lives a little bit. So if you're looking for some connections, if you're looking to meet some people that are not in the groups that you're in now, join a diverse community and hear some different perspectives, we encourage you to come check out The Village, and you meet some really cool people like Andre. So thanks so much for giving me a chance to talk about The Village. For more information about The Village, you'll need to talk to someone in The Village so they can invite you. So if you know me, come reach out to me. If you know Andre, talk to him. Anybody who's in The Village can invite you in and be a part of one of those. And we have villages that are in Seattle and in Boise, Idaho as well. So thank you everybody for all the hard work putting into this event, and look forward to our paddle race, which I think is coming up next, right, Andre?
That's right, Jason. We are on to the final portion of our event, and one that is so very important. We are on to the paddle race. Now, a little behind the scenes guide for you. We are going to be using a bidding software called Octria, which you've actually all interacted with if you've been to our Splash homepage and interacted with any of the silent auction items, looked at any of the live auction items, or even pulled up the paddle raise tab on there. Now, this is what we will be using. So if you can pull up the paddle raise on your phone or a separate window or another screen, we would love for you to be there for our paddle raise portion that is up next. Now, this is your time to donate the amount you wish you could. There are no limits. Again, mock fundraiser. This is tonight. This is our opportunity to put out as much as you wish you could to all of these nonprofits that are in need. Now, my question for you is, how much can you donate this year to all of these missions that you've heard tonight, as well as to all the work that they are doing? Now, we would ask you to turn off your video and come into the main room, just like everyone else who is doing with the live auction. So to do this, click the stop video at the bottom left of your Zoom screen, and then click the leave button at the bottom right of your Zoom screen, and that will allow you to come into the main room with me. Again, we will be leaving your videos off as you come back into the main room, but we will ask you to turn them on so we can give you a shout out during your donation. Now, we have a number of different donation marks that we will be going through tonight. So as we get our participants here for the paddle raise into the main room, we will begin to open up those different levels. Awesome. So we are still getting some of our participants here into the main room. It looks like Helen has joined us from Landesa. Hello, Helen. Good to see you again. All right. It looks like we have Camille joining us as well. Natalie looks like she was trying to make her way in, but maybe some technical difficulties there. Looks like Jason has joined us as well here in the main room for the paddle raise. Now, we would ask you guys to turn off your videos with the stop video in the bottom left and we'll be bringing you guys back up onto the main stage when you click start video when you make your donation. Now we will be starting with $25,000. If you are able to make a $25,000 contribution to tonight, we would ask you to click start video at the bottom left of your Zoom screen, as well as to pull up the Octrio website and click that $25,000 donation. Helen, thank you so much for being here tonight and for your donation of $25,000. We really appreciate your contribution as well as your time and effort with your nonprofit Landesa. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's see if we have anyone else jumping in at the 25,000 mark. It looks like we have Laura Abernathy from Two at a Time joining us with the $25,000 contribution. Laura, thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate your monetary donation as well as the time and effort you're putting in with Two at a Time. All right, let's see if we have anyone joining us with a last call for $25,000 of our paddle raise before we move on to our next level. All right, again, thank you, Helen. Thank you, Laura. We will be moving on to our $10,000 donation with our paddle raise. So for anyone who has already donated, please go ahead and turn off your video with the stop video in the bottom left. And we will ask anyone who is making a donation at the $10,000 mark to go ahead and turn on their video. It looks like we already have a couple donations coming in on the Octrio website that I can see here. And it looks like Andrew McMasters has already joined us on screen on the main stage as well. Andrew has donated $10,000. Thank you very much for your donation, Andrew. We really appreciate your contribution as well as your time here. Jason, it looks like Jason has also made a $10,000 contribution. Thank you, Jason, for your contribution.
Yep, happy to donate $10,000 to this awesome cause. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jason. We appreciate your contribution as well as your time. Looks like Jarrett has joined us on the main stage with a $10,000 contribution as well. Thank you so much, Jarrett. We appreciate it. All right, it looks like we are on to our next level of $1,000. If you are able to contribute $1,000, we would ask that you start your video and join us here on the main stage, as well as to click that $1,000 button on the Octria page. So for any $1,000 contributions, we ask you to go ahead and start your video in the bottom left and join us here in the main stage. It looks like we already have some plugging into the Octria system. It looks like we have Camille with $1,000. Camille, thank you so much for being here in attendance tonight, for your contribution, and we appreciate all the work that you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate all the work that you're doing. I'm very happy to donate. So thank you so much for having me tonight.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you, Camille. And it looks like Natalie has also made a $1,000 contribution. Natalie, thank you so much for being here with us tonight and for your generous contribution. Fantastic. And it looks like we actually have one other. We have Andrea joining us here on the main stage. It looks like Andrea is going to be making a $1,000 contribution. This is Andrea York. Thank you so much for being here in attendance tonight, for working with us, and for your contribution. We appreciate it so much. Thank you, Andrea. All right, it looks like we are on to our final donation amount of $100. If you are able to make a donation of $100 tonight, we would love to see you join me here on the main stage. Go ahead and start your video and you'll pop up here with me, and we would love to give you a shout out for being here. All right, it looks like Matthew Carter has made a $100 donation. Thank you very much, Matthew, for your generous contribution, and thank you for being here in attendance tonight, as well as participating in our live auction earlier. It's great to see you again. All right, it looks like we also have Michelle Caldwell here with us. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle, for your generous contribution. We appreciate your attendance as well as your support for all of these nonprofits and their missions. Fantastic. All of this is logging into our Octria system right now. So the last thing that we're going to do after we finish up this $100 contribution is take a quick look at the amount that we have raised. Tonight we had a goal of $50,000. All right, can I get a virtual drum roll, please? Everyone at home, drum roll on the desk. I know you're out there. We had a goal, again, of $50,000. And tonight we have raised $64,300. We have exceeded our goal tonight with our fake fundraiser of over $14,000. Guys, we did it. We have achieved our mission that we had for tonight, and we thank you all for your contributions and for your time. We are so grateful for all of you that are here. congratulations to everyone, because this is a shared mission that we have participated in to make this happen and to provide for all of these nonprofits and the amazing work that you've been hearing each and every one of them doing. Looks like we've got some of our sponsors as well as some of our donations coming in here on our screen on the main room. Thank you all once again for participating tonight. Now, that concludes our event. We have finished with a live auction, our silent auction, as well as our paddle raise. We want to thank all of our attendees, our sponsors, and our nonprofits for your continued support, for your attendance, and for all of the work that you're doing to make this happen. Now, before we leave tonight, we want to ask everyone to leave their breakouts to say a final goodbye together. So to do so, go ahead and click leave in the bottom right. You will have the option to leave your breakout room. Please do not leave the meeting. We would love to see your face and say goodbye to you. Now, again, tonight we had a number of activities. We had our silent auction, our live auction, and our paddle raise. And tonight, just with the paddle raise alone, we had a goal of $50,000 and we raised $64,300 of your kind, generous, fake donations. We really appreciate it. Now, thank you everyone once again. We're so stoked to see you. I'm going to leave the floor to you. And with that, thank you all for imagining the change.
Go back to the splash screen and get. Sure. What's that? Sure.